Many of us have used cash or credit cards as our primary way of paying for things in the last few years. But there's a structural shift occurring in the payments industry, which one of the companies we invest in is at the forefront of. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to be talking through our investment thesis on Afterpay and why its disruption in the payments industry is one of the reasons we are very excited about investing in this company. There's a demographic shift occurring. The younger generations, millennials and the younger Gen Z generation, are coming into their peak earning power. At the moment, the oldest millennials are 40 years old. And with that peak earning power also comes their peak spending power and contribution to the economy. The younger generations are more relevant going forward in terms of their share of wallet at a retailer. We're excited about this because Afterpay over-indexes with the younger generation. It's very popular, and the younger generation is tapping into Afterpay as a way of paying in a slightly different way. The structural shift in terms of consumer preferences in the payment space is that people are less interested in paying with a credit card these days. Debit card usage has been on the rise at the same time as credit card issuance has been falling. And even beyond that, there are now different ways of paying outside of the card system. Afterpay is very interesting because it gives consumers the ability to pay with their debit card, but at the same time access some form of credit for a different way of budgeting or splitting their purchases out over time, which had previously been provided by a credit card. The way consumers are engaging nowadays is to chunk their payments up over time and pay things off with a fixed end date rather than sitting with revolving credit and paying interest on that over time. The other thing that gets us excited about Afterpay is the large addressable market. The total e-commerce spend in the world at the moment is about $10 trillion, and the buy now pay later industry, which Afterpay is the leader of, makes up for about 2% of that. So there's still a long runway to go in building out this as a means of paying. But the story going forward for Afterpay is slightly different to what it has been in recent times. Afterpay and Square have agreed a deal where Square acquires Afterpay stock in exchange for scrip. And we're very excited about the combination of these two businesses. Square has two networks which operate independently of one another. One is a merchant network and another is a consumer network. The merchant network largely addresses small businesses, from taxi drivers to hairdressers, and the consumer side of the business is very technologically advanced. It has a mobile app with consumer finance products all through, and allows the consumer to do everything in terms of their banking or financial services in one place on their phone, which is where they prefer to do it. The Afterpay business has a merchant and a consumer business which interact constantly with one another. The combination of Afterpay and Square brings the two Square networks together in a way which is quite seamless. At the same time, it allows Afterpay to be cross-sold into both the consumer side of the Square business and the merchant side. The interesting thing about this combination of businesses going forward is that with the large addressable market and the proven track record of management execution, both from Afterpay and Square, means we're very optimistic for the future.